All right, everybody, welcome. Certainly hope everything is doing well at you all's house. Happy hump day, as we like to say, my generation would say. It's Wednesday. We're going into the weekend here, tomorrow being Thursday, and then hopefully your Friday is nice. What games are you playing? I went full woke. I'm playing Dragon Age. I'm playing college football and Horizon Zero Dawn. It is weird playing Zero Dawn when I love the second one because of the hang glider that Aloy has. I'm so used to jumping and hitting that square button for the hang glider. It's weird not having it, and then only be able to override maybe one or two machines. So, however, that is just me. That's just what I've noticed. So, if you haven't played Forbidden West, Forbidden West improves over Zero Dawn in almost every way. I mean, I'm still used to being able to take the machines down with stealth. I think I finally leveled up to that point on Zero Dawn. It's just still gorgeous. The game is stunning. The game is still very gorgeous and things like that. And you get to do your own version of Tomb Raider on that when you go into the old world, as they would call it. So, but how's everybody doing? Shout out to Briars. He is a member and a mod. Shout out to him. Remember the memberships. If you want to go ahead and donate a membership to somebody, that is perfectly fine. Please have at it. They are available. What do you get with the membership? Well, you get some certain badges. You can see the little star next to Briars. You get one of those. I'm going to add more to it here. Probably over the weekend, now that college football is over. Congratulations to Ohio State. They won the first ever college playoff chip. So we're just so I'm gonna do that, add a few more things to it. But shout out to everybody here. If you enjoyed CES or you took a look at CES, what impressed you the most at CES? I'm gonna have to say it was the robots. Have you all seen those robots they had at CES? I mean, I couldn't believe it. They look like real people. They still don't have. It's like the Tesla robot has the most autonomy, but they've got these other robots out there. They're looking very, very much like Ex Machina. I mean, so that's pretty damn scary. Looking like Ex Machina. So just oh boy. So it's gonna be something else. But shout out to everybody that's here. See, Dion's in the house. Just Prince TV is here. What's up, Alexandria, Ian, and Nick? Oh, Mary Wilcox is here, the first lady of the podcast. Mary Wilcox, how are you doing there, young lady? Well, let's get into it. So, I need some help. And maybe it's just me. I saw people today's Wednesday. I guess would it be Monday night, Monday afternoon, attacking Sony over the cancellation of a live service game which is something they said they were going to do after what happened with Concord. So they've canceled like 7 of their 15 or whatever it is. I can't remember the exact number. Now, my initial take on when they said they're going to do all these live service games, I said that was bullish, but maybe they know something we don't know. So they've canceled a lot of games. So they canceled an MMO, I don't know why. I am surprised, but now I understand. The only MMO that works real well on consoles is the Elder Scrolls. That's an MMO, but that has been around for over, 10? That's been around. I remember people talking about that with the 360, I think. But that game is that old, and it has called on Fallout 76. That's like an MMO. So, but there's very few. Elite Dangerous, I play that. That is an MMO. It's a massive multiplayer online game. So that's what MMOs are. They generally live on PC. So Sony attempting to do an MMO with Horizon, this to me makes no sense. But anyway, they canceled the game, which is something that they being Sony, said they were going to do. And so to me, that makes sense. It's like, oh, okay, well, these people that were against it, they should be happy that this stuff's getting canceled. Now you got people, I don't get this. They attacked Sony yesterday, and then today they see the Phantom Blade Zero trailer, and now they're bragging again. It's just like, I said this on 60 Frames No Lag, these same people that were bitching just 20 hours ago are now sitting up there chubbing themselves up to Phantom Blade. So somebody help me, Art. And I'm not very big on Phantom Blade Zero. Looks fantastic. Again, I recommend you watch. I'm not gonna watch the trailer because it could get me flagged. But I'm more a fan of Lost Souls. It's called the Lost Souls or something like that. I'm more interested in that game because that's more of a narrative-based game. That's just me. But what is it? And maybe it's just me recognizing this. And if it's just me recognizing this, that is fine. I'm only speaking for myself. I have noticed over the last 30 hours that the same people that attacked Sony over the live service thing are now bigging Sony up over Lost Souls and Phantom Blade. I don't get it. Now, my understanding is Phantom Blade is an exclusive game to PlayStation. So here comes another AAA, possibly GOTY or Game of the Year game that will be on the PlayStation. As from what I understand, maybe to be on PC as well. I'm sure it will be. But my understanding is that game will not be on Xbox or Nintendo Switch. So I'm still trying to figure out why people jump from one breath to the other in a matter of hours. Okay, they don't even give themselves a chance to at least do somewhat of a step back. They just go ahead and do it. You know, they just do it. It's kind of like, what in the world is going on out here? Like, are you all, is it just me? I may be the only person recognizing. What's up, Decimy? So I may be the only one that recognizes it. And if it is, that's fine. I speak for myself. But I don't understand how this is, like, how do people get away with this? You know, if you got a problem, then maintain having your problem. It can't be I got a problem on Monday, but on Tuesday everything's cool. No, that's not the way this works. Fuck out of here with that. If you got a problem, you got a problem. Stay having a damn problem. All right? If you don't have no, like, I don't have an issue because I just do not see what the big deal is. If projects come out, and I don't care what you're working on and what field you're in, projects get canceled all the time. I mean, I still got people saying that Spider-Man had a DLC. Like, no, they did not. They did not. I double checked it, and shout out to Corey Massey who came on the podcast. But I double checked it. And yeah, the Insomniac got hacked. Nothing was leaked. So anybody who tells you there was a leak, they're lying. Insomniac was hacked. They were the victim of a crime. And all they had was a handful of storyboards up about, well, if we expand and do some more, then here's this. It's no different than if Insomniac had gotten hacked in 2017 when the first Spider-Man game was going to come out, you would have saw how they were going to have Black Cat. You would have saw, which, you know, had her own missions on there. Or they had a thing together, right? Maybe they did not her own missions, but, you know, Peter and her were together doing stuff. You would have saw what was it called? The City Never Sleeps DLC. That was part of the storyboard as well. And I'm just trying to figure out why this is such a big deal. And no, they're not going to shut down Blue Point Games. They're not doing that. I get that out of your head. So Blue Point got bought. I don't know when they bought Blue Point Games. Hold on, Alexa. When did Sony buy Blue Point Games? See if it knows. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know. Oh man, so was it 2020, 2021? And now you got people saying, well, it's going to take them forever to make another game. Yeah, well, you all want them to take advantage of the hardware and not have these lazy-ass devs like Marlon keeps saying. So again, if you don't want the, quote, lazy dev, then the games are going to take longer to make. All right, that's just all there is to it. They're not going to put out a, quote, half-ass product because then you all start bitching about that. Hit the like button, people. And this is just, I mean, maybe it's just me. And maybe because I'm getting older, right? And I'm just getting, my nerves are starting to get a little more raw. I could understand a certain extent of I don't know, it's not anger. It's kind of like, oh, well, like I don't know what the word would be. not anger, but it's kind of like, well, you know what? It's unfortunate that they canceled this, but if it's for the better, then that's fine. So go ahead and make other games. Now, last time on 60 frames over because I thought From Software made Demon Souls 2, whatever came out, Demon Souls Remaster. I thought From Software had done that. However, Bluepoint had done it. So I'm like, okay, but when Bluepoint did it, Bluepoint wasn't a part of Sony. Like, they had not officially been introduced. So if they hadn't been officially introduced, they haven't made anything. So why is this even a big deal? And it's like, okay, they haven't made anything for Sony. And yeah, to me, if it was a God of War online game, that sounds stupid to me. Like, everybody's just going to use the same character. Everybody's going to use Kratos. Who else is there? Now, full disclosure, I haven't finished playing, or I've only played the opening 20 minutes, give or take, of maybe first 30 minutes of the second God of War Ragnarok. So I'm not sure what's even in that game. I mean, I've seen some cool screenshots. I know there's some cool things happening. But overall, and I'm just saying, have you all noticed it? It's just all this righteous indignation, and then they want the same people. I want to just get the same people turn around, and then they say, oh, well, you know what? Oh, this game looks good. It's the same damn company. It's the same company. You still have your PlayStation. I can see if these guys actually turned in their play, like say, you know what? I don't like what Sony's doing, but I see record profits. I'm seeing record sales, and you got people like Doc Dark out there saying, when can Sony get back to the PS4 days, when they are actually making more money than they did with the PS4. It is effed up. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know about Phantom Blade, but I'm more excited about Lost Souls Aside. So that's just me, though. And I mean, that's just me trying to get into some different type of games. So, it was the worst when you see the gameplay and feel like it was, I don't like the fact that something was stopped, but I also understand that Sony said they were going to go around and in essence stress test all these studios and the games they're making. And if the games don't cut it, they ain't coming out. I mean, Sony has a high ass bar. And yes, I thought that, what's the name of that game? Concord, if it came out for Sony, PC, and maybe Nintendo, okay, maybe it does well, but I played that game, and that game I didn't care for it. And I don't like those type of games anyway. But everybody I talked to said it's an arena shooter, and the top arena shooter is owned by Microsoft at this point. It is called, now I can't remember. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Does it start with an O? I can't remember. But they own it, right? And getting into the shooters, that is a very crowded field when you don't have any shooters, okay? When you don't have any shooters, and now you're charging people for it, when all these shooting games are online and you can play for free, from Fort Pub to PUBG or PUBD, whatever it's called, to all these games. Yes, thanks, Swabbat. Overwatch. Overwatch is like the number one played arena shooter in America. It's like in the top 2 or top 3. So you're not, and I understand wanting to go in there, but then Cliffy B, who's a fairly successful developer, he tried to do an arena shooter and it failed. It failed. So Mary Wilcox said neither was JTech. Then again, he's really happy about it. Okay, well, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know how those two say they know how the business works, and neither one of them have any experience in running a business. They can both run their mouths, but it's just silly at this point. I mean, I am tripping over some of the things that I'm seeing being said. And like I said, maybe it's me, but I'm sick and tired of people on one day shoveling their mouth on one day like they're shoveling all this shit. Then the next day they act like, well, I didn't say it. It's like, look, you don't get to go backwards. I mean, this ain't no Marty McFly time machine with a DeLorean. You said what you said, now you're going to stick to it. So these guys that are complaining, I don't want to see them playing Lost Souls Aside. Is it called Lost Souls or Lost Souls Aside? Or is it just called Lost Souls Aside? I can't remember. So, yeah, Horizon MMO was canceled. That I know. But the main Horizon game being made by the first party studio is still coming out. And that's the game that they really want. I understand them wanting to expand the Horizon universe. I totally get it. But they are being uber aggressive with it, and it's not working out. That's all there is to it. It's not working out. And so why people can't, I don't get this. Projects get canceled all the time. It sucks. It's called Lost Souls Aside. Hey, Back to the Future is considered the greatest time travel movies of all time. So, well, arguably. I still like the Final Countdown. So, Lost Souls Aside is on play. All right, but that's not a first party game, right? Lost Souls Aside, and what Sony always does, and I said this the other day, is they'll make one or two AAA games, and then they always supplement it. With other games. That's what they're doing this year. They're saying Phantom Blade Zero, according to WCCF Tech, is gorgeous. Again, it's a good looking game so far. We got this game coming out. You got Exodus coming out. And then what they're going to say is, what about Sony's first party games? Okay, what about the fact they've had Spider-Man 2, God of War, Ragnarok. Let's see what else they've put out. The Last of Us 1 and 2 remasters. Again, people say, well, that don't count. Okay, so they're doing Intergalactic. They've got Wolverine. They've got the Destiny game. Is it Marathon? Hopefully I'm saying that right. They've got the other game by Haven Studios, Fair Games or Fair Play, whatever it's called. So it's not, people just crack me up when they say nothing is being done. And it's more than being done. Okay, it's more than me. And I am behind on my gaming. I don't play the games as soon as they come out. I'm like, I backlog my games. My college football season, I'm in my third season. So I'm in my third season. So my freshmen are now redshirt juniors and seniors. So I just don't get this. And you have the Doom coming out for PlayStation. That's announced. You have Outer Worlds 2 coming out for PlayStation. They get announced. So I'm not going to get into we might get this. I don't do that. I don't do that. I've already told you all months ago, years ago, all of the whole, I agree with Porter Rock, the slate's coming. But I just go by what is announced. I just go by what's announced. So, the Marvel Heroes and Overwatch and Marvel Heroes are not, my understanding is Overwatch is an arena shooter, but if it's not, it's not. It's not that big a deal. Ballad of Antarian and Where the Winds Meet. Check those up here. Well, again, that's fine. Also, Cold Pink or Cold Violet, Cold Purple, whatever that is. Did this run out of energy? Oh, there we go. That I don't understand this at this point. That's what I'm saying. Somebody can help me because I just saw a whole list of games that were canceled online yesterday. So why is this such a big deal for some people? It's not everybody. Let's make that clear, because most people are like, well, look, of course they went back. They said that they were going to stress test, and that's it. Capono says he thinks Marlon just tries to be entertaining and pretend like, I said before, if he knows the business, why is he not in it? 3 minutes into the goal is over. The goal is one super chat. So anybody wants to donate, that they get the confetti and they get to sponsor the podcast. If not, that's fine too. I'm still gonna go play Dragon Age. So the Phantom Blade is being developed in China. Yeah, I think it's part of China Hero and not California. Tired of the DEI woke bullshit. Thank God Dragon Age burned in hell too. Let's see what these companies are going to. Dragon Age already has a small base of people. Like it's really small. So and they were expecting it to sell 2.8 to 3 million. I still think it can. It's not, and it's actually a pretty good game. It's a little uneven, but the story's good. And if you're not playing it, this is what I say to people. I'm playing the game, and ain't nothing really. I don't understand what woke means. I mean, literally, it's an RPG. You pick your character, you create your own character, you put your own tattoos on there, your own clothing. That's it. You know, I'm choosing to romance the girl that's the girl that can actually. Trying to romance all of them, right? Except you could tell that dude. I think that older dude, the older white guy. I think he's sweet. I think he's got some sass on him. But I ain't interested in that dude. I ain't trying to take a butt. I mean, I'm not trying to take that man's butt. I'm interested in the elf girl, the gnome, the other girl that does the magic wand. I'm interested in the blue girl. The blue girl actually breathes fire. So you're playing co-op Inquisition. Inquisition, see that Inquisition is so well done that, and granted, it was umpteen years ago when it was like PS4 when I played Inquisition, but that game was so well done, and that the crowd has moved on. Like, I mean, if you're a big Dragon Age fan, we haven't had anything since Inquisitions, and that's been. I mean, we had the Pro, we had the PS5, and now we're in the PS5 Pro, so it's been years, probably 7 or 8 years. So imagine being 22 playing Dragon Age Inquisition, which is considered one of the greatest RPGs of all time. So, and to get the Belgar, which is it's fun. It is fun to play. It's fun hanging out with those people and things like that. So, but you all don't know what woke is, so you just don't. Um, you're surprised it still got players, even Andromeda. Oh, Andromeda is still playing that online? Wow, I didn't know that. See, I didn't. Andromeda, there were things about Andromeda I did like, but there were things about it that the story was stupid. The story is stupid. Don't know anything about where winds meet. I will look it up. So, and tomorrow you got the Assassin's Creed trailer coming out, or the previews, or whatever you want to call it, the reviews, previews. That's coming out. That game hits stores in what, 2 or 3 weeks? I'm buying that. Like, I'm buying everything when I go to the movies. So I'm going to go and get the Captain America stuff, and I'm going to go buy the Assassin's Creed stuff. So I am ready. Do you think Phantom Blade is on PC and PlayStation? Yeah, but I think the what we saw yesterday was on PlayStation, correct? Because the PC ain't going to be powerful enough to run it. You know, your PCs are not going to be powerful enough to run that. And everybody knows that. I think it was on PS5. Maybe it says it here. Folks were fighting a sword formation. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was seeing. It doesn't say if it was on PC or PlayStation 5. I'm not. Maybe does somebody know if it was on PC or PS5? So, chasing them recklessly is not advised, as it can disrupt your rhythm and result in effect. And, yeah, I can understand that. So, the white python and red viper. Oh well, there you go. It's woke. And it's got a color in there. I'm just saying. I mean, the Phantom Blade Zero is currently up for PC and PS5. So, for our impressions on the build, check out Francisco's 2024 preview. Okay, so again, this game is getting it's getting a lot of positive pub from what they showed yesterday. So it is. Also, PlayStation 5 has a game called Armor Reforged. I showed that to you guys last week. And again, if you like that type of game, you can go online and call in the B2 and get one-man army. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, you don't want to be tied down in these RPG games. So you get the romance, like the blue girl. As soon as you say you're interested in her, she immediately tries to put it on you in a cave. Like, no candlelight, no wine, no music. And they know my Teddy Pendergrass ain't playing. She just came over there and tried to put it on me. So I don't know how it's woke when the characters are actually trying to jump your bones. But okay, like I said, these guys just say anything. So, if you can't play it on Xbox, it's exclusive. It would be considered what, a console exclusive, or console exclusive to PlayStation. So, let's see here. Game has oversaturated color. Oh no, it's well. I mean, again, you create your own character. like you start with nothing. You go in, you got to create your own character, their hairstyle, their eyes, their eye color. I don't know how that is woke as an RPG. It's like Mass Effect. You don't have to change your character in Mass Effect. You can have a default shepherd, but I don't do my shepherd like that. I do a shepherd that I make up. So, so, um, yeah, she got that thing. Yeah, yeah. But again, I'm romancing all of those women. So I'm romancing the stone, baby. So where wins that does sound familiar. I may look into that. Both have classes and unique, but yeah, I mean, I just don't. It's like if you play Starfield, you can just randomly have it build you a character, male or female, or you can go in and it has an extensive. A shout out to Bethesda. They have an extensive maker for the people. If you're creating a character, it's extensive, so it is what it is. I mean, I don't get it. So, but yeah, I mean, these guys are grifters. I mean, again, how are you going to attack Sony and then 5 hours later start stroking them off? Oh, look how good this game looks. I mean, duh. They don't have terrible games on PlayStation, and if the bar is set, and Sony in the last 5 years has won 3 Game of the Years. All right, they won it with The Last of Us Part 2. They won it with Astrobot or Astro, whatever it's called, and God of War. So 7 years, 3 of the 7 years has been won by Sony. So if you just want to say in the 2000s, two of them, 2 of the 5 are Sony games. So it's just effed up what these dudes is on. When Where's Meat is already out in China, we should be get it. Oh, okay, that's cool. I will definitely check it out. Andromeda has the funniest cutscenes. Yeah, it does. And don't get me wrong, the sex scene, and there's a lot of sex in Andromeda. Like, at least for my character, I was putting it on. I put it on the Blue Reporter because she said I just have to keep it secret. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. So I put it on her. I put it on PB. I put it on, is it Cora? I put it on. I mean, so I don't have an issue with Andromeda when it comes to that. My problem is the story is trash. This garbage. Straight up garbage. So, where wins, Gen X is garbage. Okay, yeah, I know, right? Even though the internet that you're on was created by Gen X. Okay, go ahead. Ballad of Antara and Where Winds Meet. Okay. But I'm just to me, maybe it's just me and I'm getting older, but I don't understand. I don't understand why people at 1 o'clock say something's trash and then all of a sudden 5 hours later it's, oh, I can't believe what this looks like. And you had MBG out there talking about, well, I can't believe Sony did this. Only to do a video today says Sony's doing the right thing. Again, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Like I said, my uncle worked, he's a military contractor, and he worked as a mechanic on 2 programs. The YF-23, which got canceled, and then they put him on the F-20, which got canceled as well. I mean, it happens all the time, and that you're talking about something in the high 800 millions to $1 billion with those programs. So, it is what it is. So I'm just trying to figure out, like I said, hey, I'm willing to admit it could be me. It could just be me, because this is trash. So, but, there's nothing going on at Sony and Microsoft that has not happened 1,000 times already, and it will happen 1,000 more times, unfortunately. Programs, development cycles get changed, they get pushed back. You also had Death Stranding 2. That, I don't know if you saw where those actors and voice actors said they were finished. They were wrapping up everything. You see what I'm saying? So that game is very close to coming out. Some kind of announcement. Because it is effed up what some of these people are doing. So free to play is that multiplayer. Yeah, I think I've said before, in order for these smaller companies to break into the business, they have got to do free to play stuff. Fortnite was free to play. Soccer League or whatever it's called, Rocket League was free to play. Just and that's what Sony and Force is going to have to do with somebody. I personally think they should have a 2 week with fair games. Have a 2 week demo. Have a 2 week demo where you don't have to buy the game. You put out a demo, you stress test it, you get feedback, and if that means that you have to delay the game another 6 weeks or 6 months, so be it. So be it, Jedi. So they're clickbaiters. Well, again, if you all understand that, then why are you listening to them? So I mean, I'm asking if they're clickbaiting and all that kind of stuff, then I can put up clickbait stuff. Like what happened to the UFO community. You had all these grifters come in that weren't. I mean, that's why I told you all. If you want to listen to people, listen to Bob Lazar, listen to the late Art Bell, listen to his archives, listen to George Knapp, listen to Jeremy Corbell. Everybody else, you push it to the side. Don't take them seriously. You have all these people online because this became a hot topic in the fall. Now all these people jump online and it's oversaturated now. Even John Greenwald was like, yeah, there's just too much oversaturation. You got to start cutting some of these podcasters out. So, waiting on Cincinnati correct to call him for the hookup. Yeah, the Bengals made a couple hires today. I saw that. So, you're watching this to have membership. Oh my God, Mary Wilcox is on. She's on one tonight. I think she's had a couple glasses of Night Train, and she's on one tonight. Oh man. So for me, that's what I am seeing. I am seeing people complain at 1 o'clock, do a video at 5 o'clock, and then start to chub themselves up around 9 o'clock. I mean, to me, it makes no sense. They don't get away with this stuff. I mean, y'all gonna let them get away with it, and that's fine. But that is crazy for you all to do that. It can't be multiplayer. Well, I don't know. I don't know enough about that game. They said they're becoming more unhinged. And I tell you why I believe that is because a lot of these people, they get paid to do this. So they have to come up with crazy, stupid ass stuff. They just do. I think it's funny. Yeah, they're chasing super chat money, but if you all keep giving it to them, I don't know what else to say about that. I think it's hilarious. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, you just take it for what it is. So, I mean, again, Blue Point has not made one first-party game. Neither has Housemarque. Housemarque's game, Returnal, was not when it was first shown, they had not officially joined Sony's PlayStation SIE. That game, it was the first game they showed. People got to remember that. Housemarque's game, was it the Housemarque game or the Spider-Man game? Maybe the Spider-Man game was the first game Sony showed 4 years ago when they unveiled the PlayStation. So, but the Housemarque game and the Blue Point game, those two studios were independent studios. Sony just happened to buy them. So I mean that's what I see, and I'm not just saying that. That is the truth. Somebody can go back and double check. So, and be my guest to do that. But overall, it's crazy. Look at that fluffy numbers you've turned out on every grifter. What do you mean you've tuned out every grifter? But you see fraud, I'm gone. He's doing market research. Well, you all know who they are. You know who they are, right? We all know who they are. So the question is why are you all listening to them? That's realistically all I can really say at this point in time. Because if you don't know that projects get canceled all the time, like I said, I just saw a video where like 2 or 3 games got canceled because the games are way too expensive to make. You got people bitching about the developers being lazy. They complain that the developers are lazy, so when the developers take their time, they say, where are the games? Then they get shown the games, and then all the game looks like trash. But you wanted to see the game, and here's the alpha. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. It is stupid. The alpha is not supposed to look great. I played the alpha of Destiny. If you had a PlayStation and you reserved Destiny through GameStop, you got to play the alpha. It was trash. And then the beta came out. I was like, oh, this looks better. It has better sound. It has better balance on the controllers. This is nuts. You know? Should call the influencers. No, that's up to you all. That is up to you all. That's not up to me. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I mean, you know me. This is just me personally. What I am looking at, what I am seeing, and it's just really effed up what I'm seeing. That's, you know, realistic. That's all I can really say. This is really effed up what I'm seeing, and it's disappointing. It's also very disappointing that I'm seeing this, because you would have thought, all right, by now these guys would have been able to say, hey, look. Games get canceled all the time. It's unfortunate, but you heard the selfishness. Now we're not going to get nothing. We got plenty. Well, we still not going to get nothing. You got plenty. All right, you got plenty. And, you know, and that's a lot of the problem. Is a lot of these guys, they want everything, and you're not going to be able to get everything. A famous singer, philosopher named Mick Jagger said, "You can't always get what you want, but you just might get what you need." So, yes, I am the true messiah of the gaming space. So, I am the Lord of hosts. But only if you all want change to happen, you're going to have to be the change you want to see. Now, for me personally, I'll be playing Outer Worlds 2. I'll be playing Doom. I'm only speaking for myself. This is just the games that I'm playing that I know of. Madden, College Football, Death Stranding 2, Assassin's Creed, I was going to say MLB. Possibly MLB. I mean, I'm already up to, 5 or 6 games right there? You know, so that's just me. So I got plenty. If you just want to look at it and being a selfish prick, I got plenty. But, yeah, I feel bad. I mean, you know, it's this Mass Effect. Man, it's always Mass Effect in here. But I don't get it anymore. I don't get it. I mean, that's why I'm asking you all for the help. I'm like, I don't understand what in the world, how somebody can bitch and moan at 3 o'clock and then act like everything's okay at 7 o'clock. I don't understand. Like, I'm truly trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You know, that's just me. That's just me. Now, that's just my little diatribe today. I'm keeping them a little bit shorter today, over the week, because I'm still trying to get over the flu, which was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. So, yeah. So you all, I will talk to you all. And just leave a comment or, you know, hey, look, what am I missing? Because I could be missing something. You know, I'm still the hell trying to figure out what in the world is going on out there. What in the wide world of sports is going on out there? I mean, you're bitching and moaning, and then all of a sudden, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. So, we want to do a Q&A today? I skipped it last time, so let me turn on this crappy music. Let's see here. So, any questions or comments? Oh, that's down a little bit too. There we go. A little Q&A. Let's see here. Here we are getting everything from. Well, they're slated to bring more games over. I don't do I try. Let me make this guy. I really try to stay away from the rumor mill. However, yeah, that Nate the Great or the Great Hate or Fake Nate, whatever you want to call him, He's the one who offered up a whole lot of spaghetti and meatballs on that. That's the truth. So, and Microsoft is a third-party entity. That's why I don't pay attention to guys like Doc Dark anymore. I don't. That's nothing against Doc Dark. Shout out to Porter Rock's brother. But that is the equivalent of talking or making a big deal about Capcom. It's like Capcom's job is to make games for everybody. It's Microsoft. That's what they're doing. They're making games for everybody. That's fine. I've been saying that for years. Microsoft will be fine. They'll be fine. It is what it is. Yeah. Said level-headedness is much needed. Well, it's just to me, you got these emotional blue pill men in your gaming space. And it's unfortunate that we have a bunch of blue pill men in the gaming space, because the first thing they're going to do is like, what is going on? Well, what's going on is they're doing exactly what they said after Concord failed. We're going to do a reassessment of everything, and that's exactly what they're doing. So they're stress testing all the games, and if they don't meet the criteria that Sony wants, whatever that is, we don't know what that is. They're gonna shutter that project. Scott Dove says he's happy Sony's canceling the stuff. Things they think will fail. Yeah, I agree. Stop wasting time on bullshit. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm only speaking for myself. You all can see, I got plenty over there to play. Like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn, Stellar Blade. I still have not finished Stellar Blade yet. I've gotten maybe 5 or 6 of her outfits, but I'm going to start that game over. It is what it is. So this is just what I'm just commenting socially on what I am seeing. Now, these guys represent the minority of the gamers. I want to make that clear as well. They are the minority of the gamers. They're not the majority. But I'm just to the point now where like I saw Mary Wilcox said, these people are starting to become unhinged. So I'm starting to worry about some mental health issues here. I mean, is Super Chat money that important? Is it that important? Just asking. Just asking. So, oh yeah, maybe Trump can deport the influencers to Chocolate Thunder Cell. Maybe doing something. Yeah, Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Yeah, it is. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's gonna be whoever is matched up. It ought to be fun to watch. So that ought to be a good time. So, but how many of you all are upset that Sony? I just want to know how many of you are upset that Sony canceled a game that you ain't never seen before. I'm just asking. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, look, Iman Rich, you need to invite me to your podcast. I think that was, maybe it wasn't you podcast. Oh, no. Is it Iman? Don't you do the, what's the name of those things? Those Twitter spaces. Don't you do that? So, Insomniac, retiring after 30 years. Why is that even a big deal? He's been there 30 years. He's been there before most of you all were born. So, and again, my mom worked for this company called Dillard's for 27 years and she retired. I mean, that's what we do, people. You work for a while, you save your money up, you do some investing, and then you get on Social Security and you put your feet up. I mean, it is what it is. So, I don't know why that's even news. Outsider Gamer says, I want to live off the super chat. Well, it's today. I mean, I had a one bullseye go of one super chat and nobody super chatted. So obviously it's not that important. So it is what it is. So yeah. Now Zaza says that he thinks Sony is smart to cancel games that never existed. I agree. I agree. I I mean, they contracted a game to be made, and they just canceled the game. That's all that happened. So, again, I'm not saying. I think it's okay to be upset that you don't get to play the game that they canceled. But what was the game even about? So I'm asking for clarification. They need to cancel the other two. Well, the other two are fair games, which they're not going to cancel. Because if you don't know, that is Mark Cerny's game. Mark Cerny is personally helping with that game with the wonderful, beautiful woman. I can't think of her name. I'm getting old. So, but she's hot. She's hot. I like to take her out to Burger King, let her have it her way. Then I can come home and have it my way. Jade Raymond. So yeah. So Mark Cerny is personally helping make that game that she's making. So what is Doom and Gloom? Well, Doom is a video game. I don't know about Gloom. So Scott doesn't play live service games. Well, I mean, they're hard to link up. Like I've said, for 3 months straight. Somebody send me an invite to play Helldivers 2. I've only been able to play one Helldivers 2 game in the last 2 months. I was playing it with J-Dub. We played for an hour. I think it was Friday night, maybe. It was fun. I got to kill one of those big green juicy bugs again, so I was happy. So yeah. In Kansas City versus the Eagles. Yeah, I can see that. That's a rematch. From last year. Oh, you've been on Solid Cast before. Okay, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. That's fine. But I think Fair Games has a chance to be it. Yeah. I think it's a solid idea. You link up with 2 or 3 people and you plan heist. That sounds like a cool game to play. But this whole notion that people have is that if the game doesn't come out and make 50 million, sell 50 million copies, that the game's a failure. It's like, you're not even in the room when the measure of success is being determined. So how do you know? Like, how do you know? It's effed up. That's all I'm saying. It is effed up. So you're not disappointed in them at all. They took a risk. Yeah, they took a risk, and Helldivers 2 made it. MLB The Show has done fine. Gran Turismo's doing fine. Destiny, again, as far as the quality of Destiny, I've heard that the quality is much better. So, again, I don't play Destiny. I played Destiny 2 for maybe 2 hours. I didn't care for it because I couldn't explain why that giant ball was on Earth. Like, just sitting here doing nothing. So, I'm like, this dude is sitting around, just eating up all the candy bars, eating up all the Snickers, and it ain't doing nothing but sitting there. And it ain't paying no damn bills. So, yeah, GTA 6. Yeah, I'm excited for GTA 6. But it's going to be woke. I'm telling you right now, it is woke. I've reached out to some people. It's going to be, like, super woke. Like, it might as well just come out, and as soon as it comes on, it's going to say GTA 6, and then at the bottom, it's going to say woke. So all these people are going to get upset when it comes out. So I'm just letting you know now. The game is woke. I've talked to multiple people about it. It's going to be fun to play, but it is woke. Tell you that, right? Because again, Rockstar Games is making fun of the entire culture of being woke. So the game's going to be super woke. Like Grand Theft Auto 5, from start to finish, makes fun of millennials. Like it talks about millennials like trash. The whole game is about dogging out millennials. And millennials are so stupid, they don't realize they're getting talked about in that game. Like I'm Gen X, so I laugh at almost everything that was being said. Like, yeah, you need to go to school, kids, so you can learn how to rip people off for a living. It's called capitalism. Just so, because you got to remember, Michael and Trevor, they're Gen Xers, and Franklin is your trash ass millennial. And he still lives at home. Because that's what millennials do. They live at home. Like I said, just trash, sloppy. So, Fair Games is like Payday, but different. Yeah, I agree. We need some gameplay. Need gameplay big time. So, and I agree with that. That's fair. See, that's a fair assessment. I'm excited for the DNA of the game because you have Jade Raymond. You got Mark Cerny. I think we can both agree they both know how to make games. So let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. So you ain't never gonna go to sleep because you're staying woke. I mean, again, if you're gonna play Grand Theft Auto 6, Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be woke. Just saying it right now. It's gonna be so woke, it's ridiculous. So, and you all just get ready to laugh, because I'm gonna be cracking up when it comes out. So, Dove says they have done good providing games, maybe not first-party exclusives. You're good. They have time to get. But yeah, I mean, they got PS5, they got PS6. And PS6 is coming. We all know that. Pause. I mean, I'm not gonna buy the PS6. Now, if somebody wants to buy it for me, if we have a dono war, I'll buy one. But I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm fine at the 4K, 60 frames, and what do we have here? 1440p, 120. I'm fine with that. And ultra graphics. That's for me. I never thought we'd see the day. Let me see if I can show you an early game. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up so we can all end this with a good laugh. So, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. I need this one. All right, so it's not up here. All right, so let me take that down. Get YouTube here. Hold on. Let's see here. See if I can pull this up on the screen. You all can have a good laugh. Let me see here. You all can see how far the gaming is. All right, found it. So I'm gonna turn the sound down, and you all are just gonna get a good laugh here. This is the first video game. I want you to understand how far gaming has come. So let me go over here. Let me go to screen capture and go here. And shout out to this guy. This is original Atari Pong, 1972. So here you go. This is what we had. This is real. This is a real game. So that's what we had. All right, that's what we had. Now look at what you got right now. Yeah, you're getting Phantom Blade, you're getting MLB The Show, you're getting Death Stranding, you're getting Lost Souls Aside, you're getting all kind of things. I mean, I'm just saying, MLB The Show, you're getting all that. You're getting Outer Worlds 2, you're getting Doom, and they're course correcting. So again, it's once they correct, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But all right, I'm gonna jump on off here. I just wanted to show you that Pong so you all can have a good laugh, because that brought back some memories. All right then, I'm gonna bounce like a chat, and you all have a good rest of the evening.